Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about cascading style sheet. In order to make HTML element more presentable, we are moved for CSS. CSS is used to format the layout of a web page. With CSS, you can control the color, font, size of text, the spacing between elements, how elements are positioned and laid out, what background images or background colors to be used, and much more. Hence, CSS saves a lot of work. CSS allows document authors to separate presentation from structure. The separation of structure simplifies maintaining and modifying a web page. There are three ways you can apply CSS to a document: inline style sheet, embedded style sheet, external style sheet. Let us discuss them one by one. Inline style sheet. In inline style sheet, the style information is present within the tag itself. It may contain attribute or CSS property. CSS property is nothing but it is followed by a colon and a value. For example, consider here within the paragraph tag, the style tag should be mentioned. Here the color colon green, which means this word we call it as CSS property. Margin left 20 pixel. So the welcome to the inline style sheet should appear in a green colored text, and it should be left margin by 20 pixel. In inline style sheet, the style information is present in the tag itself. Let us discuss with the demo. See here, this is the structure of HTML document, and the title we are giving inline has styles. In the first line paragraph tag, we should not apply any styles. In the second line paragraph tag, we applied style attribute as font size 20 point. Similarly, we are using one more tag em. Em is nothing but a emphasized text, which means the font size given within the emphasized tag should appear in a italic manner. The third line, we have given the font size as well as font color. As I already told, in inline style sheet, the style information is displayed within the tag itself. So here within the paragraph itself, it should be displayed. Let us run this document. So I am saving it as inline.html. I am just going to run the document. So see here, in the first paragraph, I have not used any styles, so it will display like this. In the second paragraph, I have used a style with 20 pixels, that is the font size should be in a 20 pixel. The third line, I have applied font size as well as font color. So that's all about inline style sheet. Let us move on to the advantage and disadvantage of inline style sheet. Since all the style informations should be displayed in the tag itself, it quite saves lot of time. You do not need to create and upload a separate document. Disadvantage is adding all the rules and CSS to a HTML element is time consuming and make your document messy. Styling multiple elements also can affect your page size and as well as download time. Let us move on to next style sheet, that is embed style sheet. From the name itself, the style information is embedded in a document head section. So all the style information should be embedded in a HTML head section. So here under head section, here we are mentioning a style information. So style type equal to text box CSS, which means type is an attribute. Text box CSS means it's the type of file is text box CSS. Within that, you are having style information. So the paragraph should be written in a Times New Roman. So whatever written in the paragraph tag in the body tag, it should be displayed in a Times New Roman format. Let us discuss with the demo. Before getting into the demo, we should move on to selectors. See, selector is nothing but we are applying a style information, right? So here body, the color should be displayed in a black. So body is a tag that we call it as a selector here, and the property here is color and the value here is black. So whatever things I am written within the body tag should be displayed in a black color, right? So next one is class selector. In class selector, it should be tied to a specific element. Why it is tied to a specific element means, see here p dot right, which means paragraph, and the class selector is right here. So it should applied only with the paragraph tag with the class mentioned as a right. So text align is displayed as right. Next, the class selector applied to any element, such as for example here we are using dot loud. It should not tie to any specific element, but here p dot right, which means it should be tied to a paragraph tag. It should not tie to any tag, because here it should not represent like that. So dot loud. So font family is fantasy and font size is XS large. So wherever I am mentioning class is equal to dot loud, this style information should be applied, but here only it should tie to a specific element. So for paragraph only it should be applicable. See how class selector should be used here, should be represented. So here you have to use like this: paragraph tag class is equal to right, or table class is equal to loud, which means the style information present in the loud should be applied to the table tag. The style information style information written in the right tag should be applied to the paragraph tag. So these are some of the additional issues. Here we are going to see about group selectors. Group selectors is nothing but we can group the tag like this, and we can give style like that. You can also give style for that. So here for all the header elements, the color should be displayed in a green. Similarly, I already told class selector, if you are mentioning the tag, means it will be applicable to only for particular class selector. So here p dot right, which means for paragraph only the style information should be applied. So these are some of the issues. Pseudo class selectors is nothing but whenever I move the mouse to a particular region, that region alone gets displayed in different color or different font size. That we call it as pseudo class selectors. That is hover over, or clicking while I am clicking the particular content, it should get changed like that. These are the advantages and disadvantages of embedded CSS. So before going to see the advantage and disadvantages of embedded CSS, let's see the demo of embedded CSS. See here, in embedded CSS, the style information is displayed under head section. So here all the style information displayed under head section. So in the emphasis is text, the style information here is background color and color. For H1, the style information is font family. For paragraph, the style information is font size. So here dot special, which means this is class selector. So it should be invoked by applying class is equal to special in a particular tag. So here this is what we call it as a pseudo selector. In the anchor tag, whenever you move move to the particular anchor tag, the text decoration should be underlined and the color should be red, and background color should be displayed in a different format. So this all style element should be applied to the body of the document here. So in H1, class is equal to special. H1 we are displaying font family as Arial. So the welcome to embedded style sheet is displayed in a Arial font. But we are also given as a special. In the special tag, the color should be displayed in a blue color. So blue color should be applied. Similarly, for paragraph tag, here the font size should be displayed in a 14 point. So the embed and entire CSS document, it should be displayed in a 14 point. For h1, the style information is updated in a h1. For class special, here the special information here, the style information here is the color should be displayed in a blue. Hence, this paragraph should be displayed in a blue color. Here again, emphasis tag is there. For emphasis tag, there should be a background color as well as a foreground color. So it should be applied presentation here. And the final is pseudo selector. Here, anchor tag. Whenever we move to the go to the W3 schools, the background color and foreground color should change it. Let us run the document to make it easy to understand. So see here, this is style information. For h1 tag, for class special, the color should be displayed in a blue. So welcome to embedded style sheet is displayed in a blue color, right? Similarly, embed and entire CSS document is displayed in a 14 size font. Likewise, the class selector special, the color should be in a blue color. Similarly, the presentation is comes under emphasis text. For emphasis, we are using background color as well as foreground color. For pseudo selectors, when you move to the particular anchor tag, the background as well as foreground color gets changed. So that's all about embedded CSS. Let's see the advantage and disadvantages of embedded CSS. So you can use class selectors as well as ID selectors in style sheet. You will only add the code within the same HTML file. You do not need to upload any multiple files. Since embedded CSS, we can apply all the styles within under head section, so no need to add any separate files. The drawback is adding the code to the HTML document itself will increase the page size and loading time. External CSS. Here the style information is saved in a separate file. It can be read by using a link tag. So under head section, we are specifying link relation equal to style sheet and h reference is equal to style.css. So the separate file style.css is referred here. So whenever the external file, whenever you are running a external CSS file, the style.css file get load and all the style informations are applied to the body of the file. Let us discuss with an example. So here style.css, I'm using separate file because in external style sheet the style information should be displayed in a separate file, should be saved in a separate file with the extension .css. So I am saving the file as style.css. Here the emphasis is the style information is background color. Similarly, for h1 the style information is font family. For paragraph the style information is font size. For special the style information color is blue. Similarly, for pseudo selectors the color the style information is text decoration color as well as background color. So these things going to get applied into the external.html file by using the link tag. So under head section we are using link tag, link relation equal to style sheet and h reference is equal to style.css, type equal to text bar css. So all the style information mentioned in the style.css should be applied to the body of the document. So already we have seen this is the class selectors. For paragraph tag, whatever the style, these things should be displayed in a 14 font because we have mentioned the paragraph tag the size is 14 point. So whatever the style mentioned in the style.css should be applied to the body of the document. Similarly, this is pseudo selectors. Whenever I am moving the mouse to go to the W3 schools, it automatically changes the foreground color as well as the background color. So let us run this. external style sheet. I'm going to run the external style sheet. See here. So the welcome to external style sheet is displayed in a blue color font because it is comes under special. Since special style information color is blue. Likewise, what are all the style information we are using here should be applied to the body of the document here. For class selector we are using special, so hence the content should be displayed in a blue color. For emphasis tag it should be displayed in a italic manner. Similarly the emphasis tag should have foreground color as well as background color. For pseudo selectors we have mentioned whenever you are moving to the anchor tag, the pseudo selectors will be called and automatically it will change the foreground as well as background color. So that's all about external style sheet. In external style sheet, the style information should be placed in a separate document. Next we are going to see about the advantage and disadvantage of external style sheet. Since in external style sheet all the style informations are stored in a separate document, there is no need for any messy things. This is the major advantage for external style sheet. Similarly, if you are using one separate CSS file, it should be applied to multiple web pages. The disadvantages is your page may not render correctly until external CSS is loaded. For example, sometimes the external CSS getting delayed while loading, so it may affect your page also. So uploading or linking to multiple CSS file can decrease your download time. So thank you students.